Was anybody at the same show as you? Any listeners?
Not that I heard, but I was like really tempted to start talking about it. But I was like, that's skeezy. There was a couple who's sitting next to me and my mom. Not a couple. It was a lady and either her best friend or her sister and their 2 children. And they flew from Nashville to come and see the show.
Whoa.
Yeah, so this whole fucking episode is going to be about this, guys.
I keep forgetting that Chicago is a big city.
I know. People actually go there for stuff.
I always forget. We're used to it. Cause you like Garrett. You're closer to us to Chicago than any of us.
I'm an hour drive away from Chicago, and we have a train that goes directly from the center of South Bend to the center of Chicago.
God, that'd be nice.
And like I've always taken it for granted my whole life, but no, Chicago's a big deal. I don't know if you guys know this.
Well, yeah, because it's like Chicago, New York, and like L.A. are like the main ones.
Yep.
That'd be really nice. By the way, this is Tudor. I Hardly Know Her. Welcome.
Oh,
hello.
hi, what's up?
Sponsored by Garrett's bulging mouth of McDonald's, and brought to you by my child. Yeah. Hey, Evie. What's up? Nice.
Sorry for the baby crying in every episode. She'll be taken care of.
In 18 years.
Yeah.
17 and a half. The countdown's on.
I mean, do children ever really stop crying? Am I right?
Nope, I cry every day. How's it going, guys? Jeff, I haven't seen you in a day.
I know.
It's been real hard.
Yes, man. I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm fucking great.
Yeah.
Cool.
Actually, I totally needed to see the show for multiple reasons. So
Now to already start us out, Garrett and myself did not see this.
yes.
No.
Emily did, so we don't know anything else about the play.
But
By the way, if you don't know what we're talking about, Emily went and saw the musical 6, which is about the 6 wives of Henry the Baeth telling their side of the story.
it was really fucking awesome, guys. I was so in love with it. I had such a good time.
Because you went with your mom.
I did. So my mom was the one who kind of introduced me to Henry the Baeth. So, I mean, you guys heard.
Hey, Henry, this is my daughter, Emily.
Yeah. I mean, he's a dick to his
looking you up and
wives,
down
but
like, oh.
I was like, I'm infertile. Don't even go there.
Look at those tiny boobs.
I miss my tiny boobs. Guys, when will my tiny boobs return? No, so my mom introduced me to Henry VIII and his wives in that time period. So I was super excited to go to the show with her. It was kind of cool because nobody else in my family, big family, hard to get alone time with her. But it was really cool because it's not like anybody else in my family would have gone to see a show about Henry VIII's wives. But so, God, I don't even know where to start. There's just so much. So
Let's start with the beginning. So
Emily was born in the year of...
Tell me what year I was born in, Jeff.
I'm going to say 92.
Yes, there we go. Oh, God.
Ooh.
No.
I know.
Okay, good. But we're not going to tell anybody.
You're only 22, right?
I'm 22. Ugh, that was a terrible age. No, so start at the beginning. Where is the beginning? 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. I guess so. The show started in London.
Yeah.
It started on the West End.
Yeah, let's kind of start to talk about the origin of this play.
So, okay. Well, actually, I have the program.
You kept the program from
I
the
did,
play.
and I'm going to frame it. It was that fucking good. So, this show started in London, and sorry if you hear the crinkling of the program. I'm trying to find the... there was an interview with the creators of the show.
She's not actually. This is me just adding Foley work.
Okay, so the creators, Toby Marlowe and Lucy Moss. So they created the show, and it was in London on the I think London's Broadway is called West End, and this was its North America premiere. So what I didn't know until I sat down next to these ladies who apologized to me for being really into the show, and then I laughed and said, "Don't worry." The show, this is its North America premiere, but it's kind of its test to go on Broadway.
How long has it been in the North America?
Since April.
Okay, so
Like-
not very long.
Like not very
wow.
long.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
it's
a few
brand
months.
new. Yeah, it's
Okay.
brand new. So it's done Chicago, and then it's going to, I think, Massachusetts, and then somewhere in Canada. Sorry guys, can't remember where, but probably Toronto. So it started West End, came here. So this is its premiere. And when Garrett told me like a month ago that it was actually in Chicago, I looked it up, and it was only supposed to run through the end of this month. And so my mom and I got tickets for this past weekend, and then a woman was telling us that she's got tickets to see it again in August, and I was like, wait a second. And they've continued it, so it's apparently doing so well. It sold out at the one we went to, which was a Sunday afternoon. So it's doing really, really well. And what's going to happen, I think, is that according to an article my mom shared with me, they're going to do some rewrites to extend it and add more songs, and then it'll go to Broadway. Because right now it's only like 80 minutes, and it's mostly singing. Like, when I say mostly, I mean 90% singing. So, the women next to us said it was like the next Hamilton, which I don't really know how to judge that kind of stuff, but, because I never saw Hamilton. Sorry. But that's the kind, and honestly, I can totally see this being as big as Hamilton just because of the way they approach it. So I was so in love with it. I want everybody to go see it. I kind of want you two to go see it. I want to go see it again. And the kind of cool thing is they're making the tickets affordable for a Broadway show. Like, they're never going to go above 62 as long as it's in Chicago. So,
Yeah.
and if this is something they're going to take to Broadway, I'd suggest to everybody try and get to Chicago and see it. If you have a chance to this summer, it's so worth
it was
it.
at the Chicago or the Shakespeare Theater on Navy Pier.
Yeah, yep. So
Oh, it was actually on the pier?
it was on the pier. It was
Oh,
so
I
easy to
did-
get to.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, it was just like my mom and I just kind of like hopped on a highway and went, and it was just right there. So it was great. We didn't have to do a ton of jogging around the city to get to it. So, but are you guys kind of ready to hear a little bit about the show? Because you guys don't know.
Sure.
You guys don't know anything.
Not really.
Yeah, I don't know anything at all about it.
So
So I saw the poster the day before you went because I was in Chicago.
yeah,
Go
yeah,
figure
and you
missed
posted
each other
that.
by like a day.
Yeah, I missed Garrett by a day. It was kind of sad.
That sucks.
Um,
Now, there's one thing that I noticed immediately
Tell me.
when I saw the poster. It's that the cast
yeah.
it's not all white women.
No, it's not. I mean, because it's not a historical play. It's not meant to be rewriting it's not meant to be showing history. They're not acting out what happened. So the concept of the show is that sorry, I'm like just about to stop being sick, and I keep clearing my throat. So the concept of the play is that these 6 women are in a pop group, and they're doing a competition to see who has the saddest story about their marriage to Henry the Baeth through song, and whoever wins is the leader of the group, is the leader of the pop group. So they sing songs that kind of tell their stories, and the songs are hilarious, especially if you know some of the history of it. So I'm not kidding. My mom and I listened to the soundtrack the entire drive back to her house, and then I listened to it back to my house. So I listened to it for 4 hours solid, and then I've been playing it for 2 days straight at work since I went to see the show. I am so in love with it. It's so funny. And one of our listeners told me this, and they were so right. Anne of Cleves steals the show.
Really?
It is hilarious. So I'm going to play a little game with you.
Okay.
So the songs are very modern, right? It's not like green sleeves with lyrics.
Well, I would say, are they doing the kind of like cover versions, like Weird Al style of songs with their own lyrics, or is it like original
No.
music and like?
No, it's original
instruments?
music, original everything.
That's cool.
So the cool part though is each song is inspired by a modern singer, and
Okay, so you take inspiration from.
yes.
current.
So my game
stars
is
and
I'm going to tell you
artists.
the titles of the songs and who they're inspired by, and you guys have to tell me which wife it is.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay, I have to get the titles of the songs up again because I don't have the CD yet.
Alright.
Well, I do have the CD.
Unfortunately, I
It's-
already know one. I actually took a glance at the program and I saw Anne Boleyn's. So, but I didn't see any of the others. At least of the who she's inspired by.
Okay. All right, sorry. Let me get this on Spotify. By the way, I have a special treat for everybody on Spotify. I'll tell you at the end of the episode. Spotify. No, I don't want to listen to this. All right. Oh my God, stop it with the ads. 6. Okay. So, I'm going to start with a song called Get Down, and it is inspired by Nicki Minaj and Rihanna. Which queen do you think sings Get Down, inspired by Nicki Minaj and Rihanna?
Oh, I'm trying to think.
I will.
Do you have any of the
will-
lyrics?
Yes, I will. Oh God, should I speak the lyrics or sing the lyrics?
Speak them. Speak them.
Yeah, where's
And then
comfort?
I'll put them into what I think they're sung like.
Okay, it's I'm the queen of the castle. Get down, you dirty rascal.
Oh man,
This one's a little harder.
it's not. I'm trying to think.
Hold on,
actually
let me-
in order because there's.
I have half the songs memorized, just not all of them yet. I don't want to sing the chorus because
Anne Boleyn.
no,
It's not Anne Boleyn. It's
no.
It's not, is it my God, the problem is I'm Catherine Howard.
Nope. All right, I will give you one more guess and let me give you another lyric. Hold on, let me find my favorite lyric. Okay, making my way to the dance floor. Some boys make an advance. I ignore them because my jam comes on the loot. Looking cute. Dassy Scoot.
Is it Catherine Parr?
No, Jeff. Dassy
it's-
Scoot.
Jane Seymour.
So-
No, guys, you've gone through every wife. It is Anne of Cleves. So the whole Anne of Cleves thing is she's like, I can't win this competition. I made off really well. I got my own castle. I'm a fucking player. It was fucking hilarious. She's so funny.
So part of the Joker's her is like,
Yeah.
there's no way I'm gonna win. I was kind of unimportant in the whole
So
line.
yeah, it's like her first lyrics are sitting here all alone on a throne in a palace that I happen to own. Bring me some pheasant, keep it on the bone. Like it's just fucking hilarious. So that's the song by Anna of Cleves. And then let's go with let's see, what other song do I want? Oops. Hey. Oh wait, that's why. Okay, next song. Tell me who would sing Heart of Stone inspired by Adele and Sia.
Heart of Bone.
Heart of Stone.
Heart of Stone. Why?
Heart of Bone is the dirty version.
Sorry, I was just thinking of that last lyric. Keep on.
Catherine of Aragorn.
Catherine of Aragorn,
I was thinking
yes.
of Catherine of Aragon.
What?
as well. I was thinking Catherine of Aragon
Nope.
as well. It's really.
That one was Jane Seymour. And her whole song is about how she really loved Henry. But the saddest part of her song is she's like, he only loves me for my son, and it'll flit if I lose him. But whatever, I still love him. It doesn't matter. And I'm like, oh, that's sad.
Oh.
Oh, honey. Let's see. There is a song called okay, this one. Inspired by Beyonce and Shakira. The song is called No Way.
Anne Boleyn.
No.
God damn it! I'm so bad at this game.
No, you're not.
Yeah, now I'm just trying to do the process of elimination on the others.
You've gotten 2. Anne of Cleves and Jane Seymour.
Catherine Parr.
No. Hold on. Let me
Catherine
get the
Howard.
lyrics. All right.
To the
You
listeners,
must-
I'm so
you must
sorry.
think I'm
I know you're
crazy.
screaming right now.
You must think I'm crazy. You want to replace me, baby. There's no way.
Oh, Catherine of Aragon.
There we go. Yes. So, her whole
She
song.
would be inspired by Beyonce.
It would. It's totally appropriate. It's totally inspired by Beyonce. I love it. So her song is pretty funny. Then
Sorry, real quick. Are
Yeah.
all the songs meant to be comedic, or are there some like
Some-
very like
it-
serious dramatic?
the Heart of Stone, the Jane Seymour one, inspired by Adele. Oh my God, it's like heart wrenching.
I mean, when you say Adele, like, I mean, come on. That's
Yeah, you can't be funny and be Adele.
Yeah.
I am so glad I didn't listen to any of the music before because it was even funnier with the actresses. They were fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
So were there only I'd say what 8 songs?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'll tell you
10
the other
songs.
ones. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so next song, inspired by Ariana Grande and Britney Spears. The song is called All You Want to Do. And I can get you the lyrics for those. Hold on, I'm multitasking. All you want to do is touch me, squeeze me when you want to please me.
Catherine Parr.
No.
This is like Catherine Howard.
Yeah.
Because I'm like the reason I think Britney Spears, also I think of the ditzy wife.
So okay, we'll get to that. My favorite lyric is that is touch me, squeeze me, birds and the bees me.
Jesus.
I loved it. This show,
Not for children.
it was raunchy, but there was like an 11-year-old
what-
girl at the show that made me laugh so
Let's say
hard.
what this is all based off of. Yeah. We expect.
Right? Henry the Baeth is not safe for work. Next song is inspired by Alicia Keys and Emily Sandé. Oh my God, I'm so sorry if I butchered that. And it's I Don't Need Your Love.
Is that Parr?
It is Par. That one was pretty good. So that one's a little bit more emotional. And the concept of that one is she was writing a letter to Thomas Seymour saying, sorry, can't be with you.
Oopsie.
Final song. I mean, there's no way you couldn't have gotten
I'm
this
guessing it's Anne Boleyn.
one. It is, but do you want to know what it's called?
What do you got?
It's inspired by Lily Allen and Avril Lavigne. And it's
Skater Boy.
it's Don't Lose Your Head.
Oh.
Womp womp womp.
And the lyrics are, sorry, not sorry about what I said. I'm just trying to have some fun. No worries, don't
That we
lose your
keep
head.
singing all the freaking
That's what I've been
time?
singing for 3 days.
She kept singing those lyrics like the other night.
That's so good. So catchy.
Singing in her sleep.
I mean, yes.
I roll over and all I hear is no sorry, no sorry.
So the cool thing about Sorry Not Sorry is that the guys took the creators of the show. They looked at Anne Boleyn's actual motto, which was, hold on, I want to say it correctly. No, where'd you go? Oh. Sorry, guys.
I can edit this out.
I really want to get this right. Her motto was something about let them grumble, which was basically the old-fashioned version of Sorry Not Sorry. So that's how they got the song inspiration for that one. But the whole show was just, oh, wait, I want to tell you guys what the other songs were. So the first song was just called Ex-Wives. Then there was Catherine's song, and then then Anne's song, then Jane's song. And then there was a song called The House of Holbein. And it was like very German. It was so fucking funny. That one was one of the better ones. And it was like very techno-y. Like the costumes these women wore, like I swear to God, the queen who did Catherine of Aragon, I swear to God, she just raided Beyonce's wardrobe. And the same thing with the one inspired by Ariana Grande. Like she had the high ponytail and a really awesome costume, but you could still see the Tudor inspiration.
That's cool. So
Cool.
it did a better job of meshing modern with
Yeah.
historical.
Now, how was the set design? Was there any sort of set, or was it pretty minimalistic?
So simple, but what really made it excel was the lighting. So it was all women, and they had the people doing the music on stage. So there were 4 people. There was somebody on bass, guitar, piano, and drums, and they were all women, and they were on like just 3-step risers, and they use lighting to make a lot of the effects work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so super simple. It actually, the Shakespeare Theater is like, of course, inspired by the Globe, so it's just like a half circle with a stage, and it's small and tall.
Well, that makes sense then.
Yeah, yeah. So, very, very simple staging, but I can see it. I can see it being expanded upon a little bit. My mom and I decided that if they do take it to Broadway, we have ideas for the other songs.
Well, especially if they're like kind of, this is them testing waters and everything.
Yes.
So it's like they're trying to keep it inexpensive.
Yeah. Yep.
Then what the plan is, then if it does well, then they can because success for plays don't ever have to be that complicated. They can be going
Right.
go elaborate as they want, or then go as like nothing.
Right. So,
Like I think I saw when I was a kid, I saw Sweeney Todd at a play, very
Oh.
very small theater, and there was literally nothing. Like the most set they had was some tables and like his barber chair. After that was it.
interesting.
It was just
Well,
like,
that's the thing is like
it was
a
just
lot
lighting, like you said.
of, yeah, like stages can be as simple or as complex as you want
And I
them
feel
to
like
be,
with
really.
with a play like this would be fun.
So I think one of my favorite things was the ultimate message, and I can't decide if I should spoil it, and because I don't know how many people on the podcast. Maybe, all right. How about if you don't want to hear the spoiler about the ultimate message, then
Is it something I can put like at the very very end,
no, because I want to.
or you want to talk about it? Because we could just say like,
Because
hey,
really, I just want to say that I love the message and then let you guys know what it is. So, skip forward 15 seconds and skip. So, the ultimate message is that really people only remember Henry the Baeth because of his queen. So, instead of them being useless, it's actually he's useless and the queens are the more powerful people.
back to not spoilers.
Haha! I actually typed that within 15 seconds.
Yeah, you did a pretty damn good job.
I
on that one.
am perfect.
Jeff, throw the sound effect in there, hurdy-gurdy, if you will.
Oh, hurdy-gurdy all the way. So the show was really fucking funny. My mom is a lot like me, and like I know I get my sense of humor from her, but sometimes I'm still like, is this too far? And so we were watching the show, and it was like a pop show, and I was like, is she gonna hate it? Is she gonna love it? She loved it. She thought it was hilarious. She was laughing her butt off. And when she found out that it was going to go to Broadway in New York, my family goes to vacation there every year. She said she's going to make my dad take her to see the full show. So, yeah, she really loved it. And some of the jokes, like there's a scene where Jane Seymour's singing about how she's the queen. She's the only queen Henry ever loved, and all the other ones just look at her like rude. So there's just so much funny little things in it, and it's just kind of cleverly done. And if you really know the history, some of the lyrics play into what you do know. I'm really glad I didn't listen to the soundtrack beforehand, but if you don't think you're going to be able to go see the show, I highly encourage you to hop on Spotify and go listen to it. It was fantastic.
Now, was it just the wives were the only
Just the
actors?
wives, just women,
So there was
no men.
So there was no one else
Yeah.
playing anyone. So there was like no one playing Henry or anything
Nope.
like that in it.
Nope. It
That's
was
cool.
yeah. So their first
That
song
was
is
nice
all
'cause it puts
about
more focus on them.
yeah. It's totally
It's all
just about
about
them.
them.
Yeah. No need to bring in a Henry. So the Catherine of Aragon song was really powerful, and she's just basically like, "Fuck you, I'm not going anywhere." The Anne Boleyn song, my favorite thing about Anne Boleyn in this is that she was ditzy, and like they describe it
Really?
as bubblegum pop. Like some of the first lyrics are "Politics just ain't my thing," and she's just like having fun. So Henry texts her, and like her chorus is "LOL." Go to hell. So, and then later on she
Wow.
says, "I wouldn't be such a bitch if you could get it up." Like, she,
God damn.
Yeah.
Holy
Ouch.
shit.
yeah. So, she's kind of the ditzy one, and then throughout the whole thing, whenever anybody is like, "I had it worse," Anne Boleyn is like, "I literally got decapitated." You can't have it worse than me. I lost my head.
Well, she's not the only one.
No, she and Catherine Howard had that in common. So
So the funny thing is, you say how they were going to, they didn't have like a Henry in it, but I'm just laughing at the idea of like if they had a Henry, his inspiration would be Kanye West.
I told my mom that, and she started laughing.
Tweet it at the people who wrote it.
Okay, I will tweet. Actually, I follow one of the women who plays to the one in
We're gonna make Henry the Baeth
London.
a thing.
Henry the Baeth. It's happening.
Also, if anybody from the Six Caster crew is listening,
Wait,
hey,
wait. Did you know that our one of our listeners did the lighting in the London production?
I think I saw that.
I think I heard about
Yeah.
that too.
I think her name is Eleanor. Oh God, I'll find out at the end of the. Thank you, kindly person who told me you worked on the show.
Sorry,
I
we
think
can't
your name is
remember right now
Eleanor.
off the
I'll
top of our
find it
head,
later and
but-
give you a shout out.
I'll look it up.
Okay, it's on Twitter. It's from a long time ago, and since I started tweeting about the 6 swag I've gotten a lot of replies. You might have to really dig. So the Jane Seymour song, really funny, or really sweet, really heart-wrenching, but the singer, oh my God. So the singer for the Chicago show was, they don't show her name in this part. Hold on, I have to find her. Abby Mueller. Oh my God, guys. She's such a fucking amazing job. Like, Adele. All the way.
Eleanor. Thank you, Eleanor.
Did I get it right? Did I say Eleanor?
Yeah.
Yay! Thank you, Eleanor.
Thanks, Eleanor.
So Abby Mueller, she did the song for Jane Seymour, and it was just so freaking amazing. I loved it so much. She nailed it, and it's stunning. I really, unfortunately, if you're listening to the 6th production on Spotify, or really I think any music from there, it's a little different, and of course it's a different cast, but still,
Yeah, 'cause it was
even
probably recorded when it was first done with whoever was cast at the
even
time.
the original London cast, though, they're still so spot on. I love it. But Garrett, the inspiration behind these women kind of shows you why it's not just all white women.
Mhm.
You know, so let me tell you about Anne of Cleves. She's so fucking funny. I love the way her character is played off. She's just living this life as a rich divorcee, flirting, drinking, gambling, having a good time, and she nails the music. It was hilarious. I listened to that song. I have that song and Don't Lose Your Head stuck in my head over and over and over again. Like, I'm not kidding. For 3 days, I bounced between those 2 songs. I just can't stop listening to them. And she's funny throughout the show too, not just on her parts, but like various other elements. So she starts doing the House of Holbein start, and that's when it all goes black, and they have black lights lit up, and they're all wearing these neon ruffs and like stunner shades, and they're singing about how Hans Holbein made everybody look pretty. So in the Chicago production, they actually showed Henry swiping left on Christina Milan and Marie de Guise,
Oh my God.
and swiping right on
We just
Anne of
talked about
Cleves.
them.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it wasn't Marie de Guise. It was wait, maybe it was Marie de Guise, and then also Anna's sister Amelia. So
really, it was like if you were someone who really knew the history,
It was so fun.
You had so much fun watching it all.
yes, yeah,
But you probably didn't have to be someone who had to also know too much about the history
exactly,
to enjoy it.
exactly, because it's clever enough that they explain stuff with the music.
Yeah.
Without going, I mean, you don't really need to be too deep on it. So, but the House of Holbein song was spot on. After that was the Catherine Howard song. That's another one that's really funny, and it totally sounds like Ariana Grande and Britney Spears. Like, they nailed it. And I think that's one of the most impressive things about the show is that, and they said this in the pamphlet, pop songs also kind of have a similar sound. So they had to tread very carefully to make sure they didn't sound like they were singing the same song with different lyrics. So, and I don't think they did it all. Like the Catherine of Aragon song sounded like Beyonce. The Anne of Cleves song, definitely Nicki Minaj. Like, it was funny because my mom and I were sitting in the show, and after a song would end, she'd be like, who do you think was that inspired by? And I'm like, I think that was Rihanna. No, maybe it was Nicki Minaj. And then we'd open the pamphlet and it'd be like Nicki Minaj and Rihanna. And I'm like, there we go. Nailed it. Catherine Howard, totally spot on with Ariana Grande. And then Catherine Parr's song, I thought it was just okay because, I mean, it wasn't bad. Part of the problem is that I don't really like Alicia Keys very much. So I'm just not a big fan of that, I don't know, style. So, but she still, the singer still did such a cool job. And then, my mom and I decided that when they expand it to Broadway, they have to add a couple more songs. So there needs to be a song, and Catherine of Aragon needs another song about her life when she was happily married. And then...
So you said the musical is about 80 minutes, and
Yeah.
there's 10 songs. So
Yep.
are they
They're
some
longer.
pretty beefy songs?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
longer. Yeah.
Is it mostly musical, or is there just like actual like conversations in between them?
Yeah, like musical. I think like the proper definition of a musical is that the music propels the story.
Yeah.
If you remove the music, the story doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, 90% music. So,
Okay.
they're pretty long songs, but still, it's only
That
like
works.
10. So,
Yeah.
less. Yeah, it's really awesome though. So I got some swag items and I shared some on Twitter, and I got everybody asking me where I can get that mug that has the wives' names. I checked online for you guys to see if it was available at the store, and it's not. So
I feel like that's something if you're gonna find it online, it's gonna be someone reselling it like
Yes.
on eBay or something
Mhm.
like that, which
Yeah.
they're probably gonna charge you
yes.
a ridiculous amount.
So
Emily, you should have bought multiple and then sold them at a premium.
Oh my god.
I won't. I do want to go see it again, so maybe I'll go buy another and I'll give it away on one of our
Hey.
episodes.
That'd be cool.
I do want to go see it again. It was amazing. Plus, I want to see how it evolves. Like, there were certain elements about the song. It's funny. I was listening to the music over the last 2 days, and every now and then I'd text my mom and be like, "Oh my gosh, they changed this part. They changed this part." So, I highly recommend this show. It was so much fun. I thought they did such an amazing job. The cast is mind blowing. My mom told me she didn't believe that the women on stage were actually playing the song, like the instruments. She's like, it just sounded too good. And I'm like, no, that's them. Why would they have them on stage only to screw up if they were trying to match it to something? So, yeah, that's that. I feel like I wanted to say something else. Oh, so because the music was inspired by such awesome current musicians, I created a little playlist, and I will share with everybody on our social media pages. I made my own playlist of music inspired by Six. So I called the playlist. Let me find it because I just renamed it. I don't like Spotify sometimes. Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Sorry. Okay, ready?
Yep.
So I've called the album Histor-Remix I did not come up with that with myself. That was from the show. They call it a Histor-Remix. But I've called it Histor-Remix 6.
Sounds like a injury you got. Oh man, I got this history remix on my
Oh,
back.
shut up. It was clever when they sing it.
I know.
So, as I was putting together this album, I did it by all of the women that inspired the music. So, lots of Beyonce, Adele, Rihanna, Ariana Grande. But some of my fucking favorite things are like, I found, like, there's a song by Britney Spears, Womanizer. Then there's If You Seek Amy, which you guys know If You Seek Amy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Love me, hate me, say what you want about me. All of the boys and all of the girls are begging to If You Seek Amy. F-U-C-K.
I get it.
Yep. I'm a Slave for You. Girl is on Fire by Alicia Keys. There's a song called Holy War. I found a lot of songs by these women called There's Another Way to Die. I thought that was funny.
What?
Bed of Lies. Cheap Thrills. There's a song by Sia I added. It was Burn the Pages. Hold on. There was also, I thought I added one called Fuck You. There's Avril Lavigne, I Always Get What I Want. Like, it was so funny how spot on. Oh, it was Lily Allen who sang Fuck You. So, and then there's like Pushing Up Daisies.
This sounds like the people who are creating the show kind of did like what we do with our games, or like when we're trying to cast a movie. They're probably thinking like, oh man, who if this person be today as a pop singer?
I almost feel like that's how this concept came around. It was the same way we just sit around talking about stuff that we think is funny, and then they're like, wouldn't it be awesome if the wives were in a musical band and
if the wives were different pop stars?
Yeah. So one cool thing they did at the end of the show was that the wives reimagined their lives if Henry the Eighth hadn't been in the picture. So, and since they're still playing into that, we're in a pop group thing. They all end up in some sort of pop group. Jane Seymour ends up having a bunch of kids, and she goes, "We're the Tudor Von Trapps." Just kidding. We're the Royaling Stones. So it was it was fantastic. Overall. High remarks.
Tell them to throw in a line about Tudor I hardly know her.
Okay. Make it subtle, though.
That'd be a good pun.
Make it subtle. I do want to go see it again. And if I do, I will try and get another one of those mugs. Oh, I also got you and Jeff's small little things.
Oh.
So you have to come visit me to get it.
I already know what it is. Garrett still doesn't know.
I definitely don't know.
I'm holding it right now. You can't see it.
Oh, you'll never know. But guys, I really do want to go see it again. And I think if you are able to get to Chicago, you should go see it. Tickets are going to be cheaper than they will be if you go to New York. And the show's extended through August at least.
Probably a lot cheaper to get into Chicago than New York.
Yes. But the show's extended through August at least, so you have the summer to go. So see if you can do it on a Saturday or just go. It was awesome. And these women are super engaging and really funny. And it's just awesome being in a place where everybody is so passionate about something so nerdy. Love it.
I actually saw someone Emily and I knew from college. He actually posted a picture of himself attending it like a few weeks ago.
Really? Who?
Yeah, I guess I did. I won't say the name just for right now. Just
okay.
To save him.
By the way, I do have a special treat. There is a moment at the end of the show where they tell you to pull out your phones and record the last number they did.
Really?
So of course I did do that, and I've been patiently waiting. I will post this Wednesday so you can see it.
I didn't realize that.
It's part of their marketing. How fucking brilliant.
Smart.
Yes.
That's pretty genius.
Record us and post this on the internet.
Yes. So I've got that video and I'll post it online so you guys can see it. And I feel like the visuals aren't bad. The audio is not bad, but it just gives you a taste of the show. So wanted to provide that a little bit. I can't say enough good things about this. I loved it. I'm so excited to try and see it again.
Well, it's cool they extended because when we first heard about it and you were getting your tickets for it, it was supposed to like only go until the end of June, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was like, shit, we got our tickets for the last available weekend. So
at least it's good to hear that at least
really,
it's doing well enough to they extended it even further. So it means they're most likely going to branch out way further.
I'm so hopeful.
At least for us, North America.
I'm so hopeful this ends up on Broadway. Mom said the article she was reading said something about getting it approved before a Tony deadline. So I don't know how soon that'll be, but we'll see. I'm following it on Twitter and I retweet occasionally. So, I'll be checking on that.
So it was okay.
Yeah.
It was just okay. Yeah.
Is there anything that like other than, I know you said you didn't like, I think Catherine Howard's
Catherine
song
Parr.
as much? Catherine Parr's. You didn't care for her song as much. Was there anything else that stuck out to you as not as great or less than fantastic?
If she has to think about it, then there probably wasn't. It's not noticeable.
Good point.
It's not even that I did it. It's not even that the Catherine Parr song was bad. It was just, it's not personally the kind of music I really listen to.
Okay.
So
that's what it sounded like.
I think, but the thing is, what I love about being able to listen to the one from the New York production, from the London production versus what I saw in person, you could see that they took some feedback and they improved it. So I could go and see this again in 6 months and it might be a lot different. It might have a new song. I might have gotten rid of a song. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to rate the songs from my most favorite to my least favorite. So let's see. First,
we'll go from
most favorite to least favorite.
Do the opposite way. That way people can have the fun anticipation of what's the favorite song.
Okay. My least favorite song then would be I Don't Need Your Love. And that's the Catherine Parr one.
Mm-hmm.
Followed by Ex-Wives. And that's the exit song. No, sorry, that's the intro song. And then 6, which is the exit song. Then I'm going to say Heart of Stone. Then No Way. Heart of Stone was the Adele Jane Seymour song. No Way was the Beyonce Catherine of Aragon song. And I can't decide between these last 3. There's All You Want to Do. I'm going to say All You Want to Do, the Ariana Grande Catherine Howard song. And then, oh my God, I think it actually might be a tie between Get Down, which is the Anne of Cleves song inspired by Nicki Minaj, because it's so funny, and Don't Lose Your Head, the Anne Boleyn song, because it's so catchy. Like, it's just stuck in your head. It is bubblegum pop. It is just stuck. It doesn't go anywhere, and you don't want it to go anywhere. You're just sitting there thinking like, LOL, go to hell.
So I've not even listened to any of the songs until we talked about it on the podcast. I figured we've got best if I went in completely
I'm glad.
blank slate. So I'm probably gonna listen to it at some point.
It's so good.
So
Yeah, guys, listen. I'm gonna post the Spotify playlist I made of songs that inspired the show, and I'm gonna post the video so you guys can get a little sneak peek of what the show was. Please go see it. It was so good. And guys, Garrett, Jeff, I would love to go with you guys.
that, and like,
It'd be so much fun.
make sure you follow any of their own social media. So try to find
Yeah,
Sixes.
I swear to God, they're
Try
not
to-
paying us to do
try
this.
Try to find that information right now. And then
I swear to God, guys, they're not
state it.
paying us to do this. I'm not that.
No, this is us
But
wanting
they
to
totally
support
can
it.
be if they want to.
Please follow us.
But no, this is us also. Something this small, it's great to see getting support. That's what we like to see.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like intensely small, but it's also not huge yet. So
Well,
it's called
like,
Six the Music. It doesn't have a little blue hash mark. So you know it's not quite big enough to warrant the little blue check that says they're official. It's at Six the Musical on
Twitter.
So go see it. London, Chicago, and Canada. Yeah, they share some pretty awesome stuff on that. So I highly recommend. And I think
If I can go see it, I would like to.
I would very much like to go see it. So
Well, if you and Jeff end up going, let me know and you can come pick me up.
duh. Abso-fucking-lutely. Hold on.
Or Gary and I just go on a date together.
Ooh, that sounds great.
Yep, I love that show.
What the hell was that the video from it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Sorry, I'm just gonna watch these all day long. Cool. I think that's it for me, guys.
Okay.
I could continue talking about how much I love it, but it'll get repetitive saying, oh my
So-
God, I loved it so much. Oh God, it was so good.
So in short, Emily liked it.
Yeah, it was okay.
Would recommend.
I love it. A perfect 5 out of 7. That's an internet joke, guys. I'm not stupid. It's a 10 out of 10. So I think that's it. And if you guys have seen it, let me know. I want to hear what you guys thought of it. So just tweet us at Tudor Know Her. Find us on Facebook. I had a lot of people talking to us about that. I loved it. I want to go see it. Let's get everybody from Tudor I Hardly Know Her to go see it.
Yeah. This is a goal
that'd be
now.
so cool.
Let's have a meetup.
But not like a scary kind of meetup.
No.
The world's dangerous, Garrett.
There's a back alleyway.
Not that kind of meetup.
Oh.
So Twitter, Tudor Know Her. Facebook, Tudor Hardly Know Her. Gmail, Tudor Know Her @gmail.com. Rate and review us. Oh, wait, hold on. Can you please pull up your phone? I need to see that. So my mom was asking me about our podcast and how it does, and I was like, oh yeah, we get reviews. I haven't actually checked them in a while because I don't have the the podcast app from iPhone anymore. And so I pulled it up on her phone because she does have an iPhone. And I was like, oh, yeah, I think our most recent one, somebody just said something mean about me and it made me laugh. So, but in fact, our most recent one, like, kind of had me in tears. It was one of the sweetest things I've ever read. And, like, mostly it was because it was just very complimentary of us as people. And I love that. And so I just want you guys to know that we do see your reviews. And I don't usually pay attention to the bad ones. But when I see a good one, it makes me really want to keep doing the show. And I love doing it. And I love our listeners. And I'm not kidding. I actually almost cried I'm emotional as fuck right now. But I almost did cry when I read it. And I immediately texted Jeff and Garrett to go and read it.
I had seen that one a while ago. I thought, oh, that's very nice.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. But I'm so
people
glad.
like me.
I don't care about people. I like my
About
tutor
time.
people.
I just want approval of strangers.
Yeah. So, glad everybody's enjoying it. Keep rating and reviewing. We read them.
I just assume all the negative reviews are Richard the Third enthusiast.
Probably. Oh my God, Richard the Third, guys. Oh my God, you brought it up. You're dumping me into a hole.
Oh God, what'd I do?
So, first of all, reading 2 books about the Tudors right now. First of all, reading Wolf Hall, and oh my God, I just want it to end. I'm so tired of reading about Cromwell, and it's so sympathetic to
I
him.
just visualize as you're reading every time Cromwell's name is mentioned. It's mentally fucking Cromwell in your head.
I kind of do. At least once a day while I'm reading it, I think fucking Cromwell. But more than anything, I think I could get through it. I don't care that the author is sympathetic to Cromwell. View whatever you want. Think whatever you want. But, oh my God, the writing is just killing me. And it's only because it's a little bit old-fashioned. And I am a much bigger fan of the show don't tell style of writing. But second of all, so that's one book. The other book I'm reading, it's an audiobook. And I think most of the problem is that the narrator is very breathy. And she talks like this. And she's narrating for Elizabeth of York.
It sounds like a old Disney princess.
Oh my God, it's really
but Mother,
awful.
I want to go to the ball.
Pretty much. And so
Has anyone told you could be Cinderella?
Jeff is a beautiful Cinderella.
Oh, thank you.
So this book is your Plantagenet Princess Tudor Queen. And it's about Elizabeth of York and how she went from, just a princess. And they have her falling in love with her Uncle Richard. But I thought for the most part I was disliking the audiobook because of the breathless writing. And she was reading it like Elizabeth was this insipid little creature. And it was really irritating. And she read everybody. So she read all of the women like this. And then all of the men were very flat like this. And it was driving me nuts. And I thought it was just that. But then I realized I actually hate how stupid Elizabeth of York is in this, because first she's like, well, I know everybody thinks Richard killed my brothers, but I really like him. I think he's hot, so he probably did not kill him.
Love that hump.
He says he didn't kill my brothers, and I totes believe him. And then later on, she's like, I can't believe I have to marry Henry Tudor. I love Henry Tudor. It's just very fast, and I just not enjoying it.
So to mention reading books and getting frustrated with them, I was talking to my mom this last weekend. She was telling me how she's reading the book of Mary Queen of Scots.
Oh yeah, so am I.
And she's like, I just want to get through it done because there's just so much just violence and everyone's just so awful to each other. I keep laughing. Just kind of like, yeah. And as you read it, just think about that's actual history you're reading.
Yeah.
This is not like Game of Thrones where it's all made up and everyone's just being murdered because it's a book. Nope.
Yeah.
This is like,
Right.
nope, people were really being murdered all the time.
Yeah.
It's enough to make George R. Martin say, damn.
He needs to read more history if that's the only way he can write a damn book. Steal it from history. All right, I think that's it.
You think?
Oh, by the way, we've been getting a decent amount of messages and comments from people. Sorry, we can't respond to all of them. I'm running the Facebook page more or less, and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about half the time.
It's okay. I still
Emily
check
jumps
it.
on every
yeah.
once in a while. Also, a lot of people have been asking, are we going to cover the Spanish Queen?
Oh, yes, guys. I wanted to
Or
talk
Spanish.
about
Princess?
I wanted to watch it a couple weeks ago, and then Jeff was like, well, I want to watch it with you. So we were waiting until he and I had time together, but then it'd feel really weird if it was just me and Jeff. So now I want Garrett to watch it. So Garrett, we need to somehow get you access so that we can watch it. And the series just ended, so I feel like we need to do this ahora. Haha, it's Spanish.
How about next episode we look into doing the first episode?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay, remind me. Get on my ass about it.
Okay.
Sorry, we're doing housekeeping in the middle of the show.
Sorry. Well, it's actually the end of the show. So yes, Spanish Princess. We want to do it.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
do.
guarantee it'll be next episode, but we'll try to make that happen.
Yeah, we're optimistic.
It will happen eventually, because
Hopefully sooner
I
rather
don't know
than
how
later.
many episodes it's supposed to have. And on top of that, like it's like, should we wait until the whole season's done, or should
now
we
the
wait?
season's done.
Okay.
Yeah, so I feel
So
like now
better
is a
time to
good time
watch
to
it.
do it, because then we can just kind of fly through
Yep.
a couple episodes, and I don't think it's that many episodes, so not
Usually
really worried.
with this show like Stars, it's usually
Yeah.
pretty short.
Yeah. So
Cool.
any other housekeeping, guys?
No, I think we're good.
Cool.
We talked about Patreon like a couple weeks ago. Still figuring that out.
Yes. Yep. But I think it's gonna happen. I think we've got it all figured out, and now it's just about doing it, right?
Yeah. Just pulling the trigger, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pulling the
So,
crossbow.
Our baby's rolling across the floor. I think we have to go now.
No.
She's burying herself under the cat's pillow
She's
and
just rolling.
Go, Evelyn. Go.
pulling
Go.
at a
Escape.
cord.
She's just rolling
So,
away from her problems.
so we're gonna say divorced, beheaded, died.
Divorce, beheaded, survived.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.